Hey, good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning from Dallas, Texas. I hope everybody's doing well. What we're going to do this morning is let me take you on a little meditation. Actually, what would you like to have a meditation on? Simply tell me a topic, an idea, concept, a philosophy. What would you like some meditation on this morning? There's a handful of you here. First one to speak up gets it. Testing 1, 2, 3. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. From Dallas, Texas, inside the hotel. Confidence. We can do confidence and worthiness. Absolutely. So this is inside the hotel. This will be packed with network marketers this evening. They've redone the lobby here, so. All right. So let's see here. So we got confidence and worthiness. Those will be the topics that we incorporate. We'll just check here. Focus. Loved by many. Got it. Okay. I'll leave this up and we'll go from there. So take a breath in, right? Breathing is always so very, very important. I turned my camera off so you don't have to look at me. There you go. So back to chat. All right. This morning we're going to have a multi-pronged meditation. And this meditation, y'all can hear me, correct? I just want to check on my audio. Sounds okay, good. Thank you, Christina. So I want you to just take for a moment. I want you to take some time for yourself. This is what you desire. You want to be able to have access to your higher self, access to your most creative self. And in doing so, when accessing this next level of you, when accessing this part of you that has solutions, that has the answers, that has all of the things that you need, I want you to just for a moment, I want you to realize how strong you currently are and how much power you currently have. The reason I say that is I want you to think of something maybe you've not thought of before. This thing you've not thought of before is how much time, how much space does the present moment take up between your past and your future? If you were to imagine that you were to create a three columns in front of you, there's a left one, a center one, and a right one. How wide would the left column be if it was all of your past? For many, it would be fairly large, fairly wide, holding all of that content. And so you just have this very long, deep column, very wide column called what's happened. To the right, what's available in the future. How wide, how much space does the future take up on your energetic page that we're creating this on? And so you've got this column that takes up energetic space on the left that's called your past, called your memories, called your what has been. And on the right side, what will be. That takes up energetic space. And then in the center is this column called present, called the now, how big of space does it take up? Now I want you to become aware that the space it takes up is not relevant to size, to your past, or to your future. My question to you is, how much space can you put into the present moment? How much awareness, how much joy, how much love? What would happen? Let's just, for this conversation, for this meditation, for this dialogue, for this interaction, what if we were to make the space called the present moment bigger, wider? What if all of a sudden it started to compress the past and compress the future, that the present became so big, so in this moment you could feel your breath, you could feel every cell in your body, you could feel every idea, every thought, every energy, all of the neural connections. If you became present with such space, all of a sudden your breathing would change. Do you feel your breathing shift? Do you feel your level of calmness start to relax? If you have this space, you're no longer squeezing in the moment. Do you feel your shoulders drop? Do you feel that task or thing that you were working at? You've now got more space in this present moment to make it happen. So as you begin to allow this space, you have the time to complete your goals, to complete your tasks, because in this space, things that are distracting fall away. They're not being held up by the edges of the present moment. The box that you call now simply has expanded energetically. And the things that you were trying to squish in, squeeze in, get done, check a box, many of those things have disappeared. Many of those things have faded. Many of those things no longer exist, because when you have space in your present moment, distractions don't appear. They're not squished in time. Do you feel yourself expanding? Do you feel yourself widening up to fill this moment called now? This place called joy? So now you sit with more space. You look at this page that you had these energetic fields of past and future and present, and you see the present moment taking up some space. Because every present moment that will be coming has this space. It comes from the energetic field of everything and converts and collapses into your moment. When you have unlimited potential, when you have infinite possibilities, wouldn't it serve you well to have infinite possibilities arrive into a place that allows you to sit with confidence with thoughts and ideas? How much is this space worth? That's your worthiness. If you sit with this idea that in this space, gold arrives, diamonds arrive, the things that we give value to, the things that energetically sustain success and wealth and worthiness. Do you have free time? Do you have the time to listen to a friend? Are you worthy of hearing their story? Are you worthy of being able to listen better than you ever listened before? This idea, this conversation, this belief, this desire, this understanding of your confidence to serve, your confidence to hear, your confidence to grow is a wildly powerful gift that we all have, that when we sit in this space called now, we can instantly feel it. And when you have space and you're not squished and jumbled around like inside a dryer in the present moment, doing this, doing that, doing this, doing that, multitasking. Multitasking is giving away shreds of your life, one slice at a time, never really seeing the whole pie. So now you get to focus. You have space. You can clear things out. You can widen your elbows. You have this space called now in this moment, because in this moment you have as wide as you need to go as deep as you want, because you're worthy of the success and you're confident that you know you will achieve it. And so if all of a sudden your level of calmness increases, the level of your hello deepens with such vibration that people enjoy when you say good morning to them. People enjoy when you say have a good day to them. And all of a sudden, in this space called the present moment, you have more love flowing into you. And the love flows in because you were focused on the present moment. You felt worthy in this moment. People want to be around wealthy people. And when you see the wealth in your own spirit, in your own eyes, in your own life, you develop a level of confidence in this moment, in this space, in this moment. This is a decision that you buy into with every breath. This is a decision you buy into with every heartbeat. This is a decision that's available with every blink of your eye and every shift of your head, because now you understand how much space is in your present moment. Your desire to serve, your desire to achieve, your desire to win, your desire to give others, all of this happens in the present moment. There's a lot going on in this present moment until you decide that the vibration and the frequency with which you will sit in comes from inside you, not outside of you. When you look at what is vibrating and building and sharing and creating your present moment, it is from the inside out, not the outside in. Joe Dispenza says, your personal reality is made up by your personality. That's from the inside out. Or your personal reality makes up your personality, and that's from the outside in. Your present moment is bigger than anything on the outside. The reason we feel small, the reason we lack, the reason we think we're less than, the reason we get distracted is because we're allowing the outside vibration to determine our inside moment. And from this moment, we shift that. We can sit in the same world and now all of a sudden send our vibration into it. In the center of your chest is this beating heart, and with every beat, with every blood pumping moment that it does, it now sends a vibration out into the world. It sends your love, your confidence, your capability, your creativity out into the world. It turns on the frequency that says, this is what I choose to draw to me. Your heart beats confidently. You breathe confidence into this environment around you. And all of a sudden, it takes on an amazing experience, an amazing vibration of confidence around you. This confidence from inside you, this knowing, this capability, this creativity. All of a sudden, your outside world is starting to shift its shape and shift its color and shift its change, because it is now being flooded with the confidence that comes from within you. Seeking it outside, nobody understands how confident you are because they lack confidence. So their vibration was flowing into you, and that changes now. That stops now. Your vibration flows out. And they call it charisma. They call it creativity. They call it coolness. They call it swag. They call it whatever it is they call it. This now flows from you out into the universe. And the chair you're sitting in is sitting in your vibration of confidence. The desk you're at, the clothes you wear, now all of a sudden have this vibration of confidence, this frequency that comes from inside your heart, vibrating outside into the outside world. And now you feel this confidence. And now the echo of life vibrates back to you, your confidence. Do you feel it? Breathe that in. Every cell in your body is confident that they are doing the appropriate things, the correct things, the right things, the best things to serve you, your body, your spirit, your vision. And now 30 trillion cells of confidence are vibrating from you, sending it out into the world. And the echo of your vibration is now pinging back to you with confidence in everything you see and everything you do. Deep in your soul is the worthiness dial. I want you to find that dial, and I want you to begin to turn it. And turn it from 1 up to 2, and you feel your worthiness, and you see the vibration going out, now mixed with confidence, going out into the world, into the universe. And you turn it up to 3, and you feel your worthiness. Your body is starting to become more erect and more confident and more showing up in the world. And now all of a sudden you turn it to 3, and it gets even stronger and even more and even bigger and even stronger. And 5, now your worthiness is up to a level 5, and it's no one is changing. No one is saying it can't happen. They're saying, wow, this is awesome. We can serve you better. We can serve you at a higher level. Your confidence grows, your worthiness grows. You turn it up to a 6 and a 7, and all of a sudden now you realize that you can ask for bigger. You can ask for more. This level of worthiness that you have is now that you are worth something. You are worth every breath. You can take in a breath as big as you want. The universe is not limiting you at all. This is now from the inside out, and the echoes of your worthiness echo and ping in the universe around you, and feedback gives you feedback to say, I am worthy. And you have control over this dial at any time you choose to use it. Now, as you stand with confidence and you stand with worthiness, continually increasing with every breath, and every cell that flows through your body is hearing it, feeling it, getting the ping back from the universe, how much more confident you are, how much more worthy you are. You now have the ability to focus on what you choose. And if you choose more, you focus on more because you are worthy of more. You have the confidence of more. You are no longer distracted by being pulled around like a dog on a leash that says they don't want to go anywhere where they're being drugged, to the vet, to the store, to wherever it is. They just want to go along for the car ride. Well, you're no longer just going along for the car ride. Your focus is, I am increasing my service to others. I am increasing my wealth. I am increasing my confidence. Everything I do with such a deliberate focus to not disappoint any others. My level of worthiness, let them know that I'm serving them by serving me. My level of confidence lets them know that I am doing things for bigger and greater good, not just self-imposed or self-absorbed. So my ability to focus like a laser to get a task done, I can knock off many things off of my to-do list and turn it into a to-done list simply because of my focus. I'm no longer distracted by multitasking, and multitasking I know no longer serves my worthiness because it keeps me stuck. It keeps me feeling low. It keeps me saying I didn't get it done, and that doesn't help my worthiness. So now my focus is designed to get things done, to say I can do that. See what I did. I did that. I did that. I did that. And when I have my focus in place and my worthiness in place and my level of confidence in place, all of a sudden my spirit changes and people begin to want to be around that spirit. And therefore, I can put more love into the world, and more love echoes and pings back to me. And my life has changed because I changed the way I looked at things. This is not about doing certain things. I have decided from this day forward, from this moment forward, in every moment that's expanding bigger and wider and deeper and stronger, in this moment, I choose to do things in a certain way. Feel that in your body, feel that in your spirit, feel that in your soul, feel that in your toes, feel that in the tips of your hair, feel it in your fingertips. This energy now flowing to you, that the present moment is wide and deep and strong with your courage and your faith and your confidence and your worthiness and your focus. And not only loved by many, but loved by one, by you. Big breath in as we come out of this meditation and you come back into this present moment. Every cell in your body is healthier. Every cell in your body is richer. Every idea that you have is based upon serving more and receiving more. Every idea you have is about receiving more and giving more and receiving more and feeling stronger and feeling more focused and feeling with more clarity, knowing that in this present moment, there is so much that is capable of being done that you choose to focus on what will build your confidence, increase your worthiness, allow your focus to become laser-like, and by default, achieving your goals, drawing people in who say, I want what you got. And your days are healthier, and your days are better, and your days are brighter. And now you begin to live this new idea, this new understanding, this new concept, this new philosophy. And you say, it is done. And I am worthy. And I am enough. Breathe that in. As you open your eyes, start to look for things that are round, and start to count them. How many things do you see around you that have a circular shape or a round shape or a soft edge? Count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Open your eyes, healthier than you've ever been, ready for the new day, and welcome home. What'd you learn? What'd you like? Who had some ah-ha-has?
Good morning, Sean.
Good morning, Paul.
Well, that was great. I just felt just total peace, and that's coming off an amazing celebration last night for my 10 years of sobriety, and our Christina surprised the hell out of me by showing up at at the the physical meeting, which blew me away.
No.
She just never ceases to amaze me. And to think that a couple of years ago I didn't even know her, and to see the level of friendship that can be created in such a short time when you hang around with people who are of like mind. And so yeah, there was definitely a shift yesterday. I felt it coming for a while, and it started yesterday morning when I woke up and do like I do every day and drop to my knees and just thank God for all the great things in my life. And yesterday was just sort of a surreal day. um, and the people that talked to me during the day, the people that were at the meeting last night, and the words that they spoke. 10 years ago, I don't know if I had a friend in the world. I may have had a couple. Um, and yesterday I could really feel, um, I can't even keep track of all the number of friends that I have today. And these just aren't acquaintances. These are friends that if I called them up at 3 o'clock in the morning, they'd pick up the phone. And so this meditation this morning was perfect. I mean, all the topics that were being covered. It's so funny because when you asked us about, my aha moment this morning was when you asked, how wide was our past column, and mine was skinny. I mean, I think the realization of what has been coming all along here was that that past has been shrinking and the present has been growing, and the future, I don't even know if I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning, so I don't really worry too much about the future. I'm a one day at a time kind of guy, and that's how, today is just day 3651. That's it. I mean, the first thing I always thank God for is waking up on the right side of the grass in the morning, and then grateful for yesterday, and then I ask him today to help me be that that messenger that can just make a positive impact on one person's life today. And so yeah, it was a perfect meditation, because the big realization for me is that I've learned my lessons from the past. Now it's time to move forward, and I don't want to lose. Last night that really came to me. It was like, don't get ahead of yourself. Like the moment we are in is the only thing we have control over. And what do we do with that? What do we do with that moment? Do we still smack ourselves across the head for what we did in the past? You know, do we worry about whether we're gonna, you know, make the goals that we set for ourselves, or do we just, you know, take that time just to, you know, close our eyes and just be thankful and grateful for the moment we have right now. And that's the big shift. That's been the big, you know, when you feel those shifts coming, but you don't really know, you don't really know what exactly is happening or where you're going to end up. You know, this morning, that was the clarity came this morning. It became very clear to me where I'm at today, and, you know, what the rest of my day looks like, not what tomorrow looks like. And that was huge for me. So again, you know, thanks for the messages from everybody. And but, you know, I said last night, you know, we all do this, right? I said, when we wake up in the morning, we're all at the same place, right? We've got one more day. And that's you know, Christina did after she got home, she did another little video last night, and that's exactly what she talked about, was just you know, Ed Milet's book, you know, just, you know, the power of one power of one more. And you know, I think if we all focus, you know, I know that was one of the words, if we all focus on doing that one more thing every day, you know, we'll all make it. I tell people, you can fall down and just, you know, can you get back up? And, you know, as long as you get up one more time than you fall down, you've got it made. And just put one foot in front of the other. So thank you, everyone. And thank you for my sobriety, because everybody, you know, in these communities that I'm in, every single person makes it a little bit easier every day to complete that one more day, and feel like not feel, but know that I'm worthy, know that I've, even if I don't know who, know that I've made an impact on somebody's life that day. And for that, I'm humbled and grateful. Thank you.
Congratulations. That's awesome. Do you realize that 20 years is already inside you? And that's the cool thing. Congratulations. And so is 30, and so is 40. You're an awesome experience. You're an incredible example. And thanks for being in our worlds. Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions? Ahas. Takeaways.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning, Bob Kane.
Well, first of all, congratulations, Paul. Proud to have you in our world. Well, what came to me this morning was knowing that when they asked me, how did I do it? You've been at this for 30 years. Why? What changed now? And the answer is simple. It's gratitude. Even in the midst of a challenge, even when things aren't going the way we want it to go, there's things to be grateful for. And that hit me yesterday hard, real hard, because I was being pulled in directions it was not on my agenda. Doing things that I had other things to do, but there's a reason that I had to do the things, or I got to do the things that I got to do, and that was okay. And everything is just going to come together, and my effort's going to increase, and my impact's going to increase, and the number of lives I'm going to make better is going to increase. And all that's tied to gratitude. I mentioned a friend of mine in Arkansas and another friend of mine in Ohio yesterday in a live I did about gratitude. Trying to remember their names. But I did that. I'm trying to remember them this morning. They're escaping me this morning, but I remembered them yesterday in my live. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Enjoy an amazing event. I'm sure you're going to impact a lot of lives there, my friend. And you're going to make a big, big difference.
It'll be good.
I know it will. So enjoy. God bless.
I appreciate it. Thank you, brother. Love you tons.
Love you.
Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions, takeaways from the meditation? What will change in your day?
Good morning.
Good morning.
So mine was the opposite of Paul's, where his present was really large.
Mm-hmm.
Mine was not. And so I will be focusing on enlarging my present. My past was very large. Future was smaller than my past, actually, and my present was just a tiny little column. So that will be changing.
How does that make you feel?
Well, it brings some awareness to, I think what are the words? It helps me to understand where my awareness has been, and it's not been in the present. And that makes me feel like I have a better grasp on things and I can be in more control.
Cool. Think about how many people are going to benefit from your presence. You're able to just be here in that present, right? That's why they call it a gift.
Yes.
That's up right there.
Yes.
Hello. Squirrel. I love
So
it.
thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome, welcome, welcome.
Good morning. So, Sean, going into this amazing event this weekend, what questions are you looking to have answered?
Where are communities post-pandemic? What are the interactions between humans? What has changed? What's not changed? Because this is a fishbowl, a cross section of humanity. What are the speakers, the people who have created success through social media, through a variety of things? What is their soul doing? Who are they? Who have they become? Who have they had to be? Who have they shifted into? Who's become something that they're not supposed to be, to have a success that they don't believe they deserve? So to me, it is the petri dish of humanity that I look for in human nature and human beings, and watch how they herd like mentality into their same spot every day. Who do I see? How do I see? Where are they sitting? The tables are round tables, so there's going to be people who come in late who have to sit at the table with their back to the table. What's their energy? What's their spirit? It all starts with check-in, walking the line. Why are you here? Most people won't know why they're here, and so I just get to go be the most curious man in the world and just witness people and see how they deal with their insecurities and see what's changed and see what happens every time I survey them. Yeah. So me, it's being able to delve into the brains of like-minded individuals and just see what the common theme is among age groups, among race, among companies.
Mm.
So it'll be fun.
Yeah, well, enjoy.
Maybe bigger answer than you thought, but
No.
yeah, because when people are checking in, I'll usually ask them, so what are the 3 questions you're looking to get answered? And most people have no idea of the answers they're looking for, so therefore they'll never find the answers, which is a disservice to them. So I have them create 3 questions. That's where it first starts. And some people have been here before. Some people, it's a homecoming, right? It's a reunion for some. And so it'll be interesting. It'll be interesting to see how many new people were invited or how they got here. What was their experience? You do not know if 90% of the population of network marketers do not know the ANMP exists. You only know it because somebody told you about it. And you're like, oh my gosh. Somebody said, who was I talking to? Somebody said, so what is the ANMP? I said, it's 70 speakers who are going to teach you what they've done in the last 24 months to expand their business beyond their own dreams and beliefs. Like, well, how do I find out about that? So most people aren't aware of it. It's the largest generic networking event, at least in this hemisphere. So it's kind of cool. Who else? Thoughts, comments, questions? Takeaways. Learns and likes.
I can go. This is
Go
Donna.
ahead. Hey, Donna.
Hi. So yeah, similar with Heather, I was seeing my past was much bigger than the present. And it gave me a lot of self-reflection, how much I'm stuck into the past. So that's great. I kind of knew, but I needed this exercise to I don't know, to maybe make the switch a little bit harder. So thank you for that.
Well, you're welcome. And here's the thing. Sometimes when we give things a physical, we give things that are non-physical, a physical reality, it brings it into a size that we can do something with it. Even if the past is very large, we can still see it as this identity. We can still give it space and time, and therefore, even as big as it is, it's not as big as it was until we started to collapse it. And that's as we begin to move into these new levels of understanding and awareness. All we're really wanting to do is to collapse doubt and delusion. And as soon as we collapse doubt and delusion, we see what's behind it. And what's behind it is an awareness. And with that, we can do a lot of new things. So that's kind of cool. Thanks for bringing that up.
Thank you.
Awesome. Awesome. Anyone else?
I do have a quick question, Sean, just before you go to someone else. So
Sure.
my friend, I told her about you, one of my friend, and can I give her the calendar to book you
Yes,
when she's
absolutely.
ready? Okay, great.
Yep.
Thank you.
For sure. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sharing.
Anytime. Thank you.
You bet. Oh, my cells are taking on that meditation. Because when you do it, it's one thing as to opposed to experience. So the energy is going out versus coming in. So now it's all pinging back in and my body is resetting. So it's kind of cool.
Good morning, Sean.
Good morning.
How are you?
Outstanding, Michelle. How are you?
Great, great. You look rested and tired and comfortable and like, oh, I'm ready to be in my element and be in front of these people and change brains. And oh my gosh, I can already see it coming out of you. So it's interesting. So my morning started with your meditation. You were talking about past, present, and future. Past was this huge, massive black hole ball kind of thing in a positive way.
Right.
And then my present, well, my future was kind of like the galaxy, I was like, okay, but then yeah, that was my future. I'm sorry. My present, I was started like on this little square, like I'm standing on the kitchen tile, and then it went from the little square to the to then I was like on top of a beach ball balancing, and then next thing you know, I remember being on the only cruise I've ever been on, being on the bow of this ship, just kind of looking at everything. And then my present was becoming more and more present of that time when I was on that cruise. And I was on the ship looking out. We're in the Mediterranean, no, Caribbean. And looking out and about, and there's nothing but water. And how infinitesimally small I am compared to this mass of water, but yet embracing that mass of water as my now. And there's times that I find myself, I'm here in the house and I'm doing things and everything else. And that's why I am understanding the concept more and more of grounding, getting out and everything else. We get inside of ourselves. We're in this little bitty presence or whatever of our house or home, and we're not going any further. We're right here. But then when you step outside and get even away from the house and kind of away, for me, it's not even a quarter of a mile, and you can get out into a field and just look up and look around, kind of like your ranch, look up and look around. You can see the mass, how big the world is. It's just, so it was a beautiful grounding, a beautiful meditation as far as opening that up and reminding me the start of a beautiful day. Every day is beautiful. And we love that. So I thank you very much. It started my day off beautifully.
Love it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
So cool. Who else? Anyone else? Any thoughts, comments, questions?
Just yesterday, as I was driving to Paul's sobriety anniversary, I was listening the replay, and I was just reminded how we shouldn't just be okay just with listening to it once, because it just I was just listening to to the recording of when you told me to ask Michelle Cunningham if she ever cried herself to sleep because she didn't make it, or one of the courses that she put together wasn't successful. And it's just like, I needed to hear that. So thank you so much for the recordings. They're powerful.
You're welcome.
Good morning.
Good morning.
So during the meditation, my past and future were equal, and my present was this thin little line, and it started to cause me panic. So I've been thinking about that. And just right now, as I was thinking, half and half, I'm halfway done with my life. What have I done? What have I haven't done? I'm watching. I wish I could turn my video on and show you all what I'm looking at. I'm looking at Nathan, my husband, with my two youngest boys walking outside with a fence to put around the spot that we found a mama turtle last night laying her eggs. Whew. And when you look at your future with your kids in your future, that column for me just expanded and expanded and expanded, and it doesn't end. And it's really beautiful. And I feel much better about the whole thing.
I love it. All it took was a turtle laying eggs.
Yep.
Think about how many other families' kids, because of the eggs from this turtle, will get to do the same thing. And that's happening in the present. The thought of that is in the present. Where it'll take place, where it will reveal itself, and how it changes itself from what we think we're capable of, is how often we think about it, and the universe adds its Cool Whip and sprinkles on top to make it even better than we could have imagined, because the universe always wants to deliver more. So it gives you the present, which is a gift. We should open it. And much like us, we want a surprise, much like Christina wants to drive to go see Paul to be present. The universe can outdo any of our dreams if we open the gift now. Because every time we open the gift now, called the present, it says, oh, you're aware of so much more. I get to give you so much more. And it's this overwhelming experience of everybody could feel that you heard this as the story developed. Nathan's with your two youngest with a fence, putting it around a turtle who we see is nesting to keep her safe. The story took on a depth in the present. The story took on a depth in the moment, in the now. We could feel that. And then you went, oof, oh, because you got a little emotional. Now, that all happened in the present. Your present became wildly wide because we all joined in it. So this just hit me as I'm being reveled by Amber's story, is how many people can join you in your present. This is storytelling. And in storytelling, the space you have is to allow others to be in your story, which means your present needs to be bigger. And if you tell a story of the present, I can join you. The past, I cannot. I'm not in your past. I wind up in my own past. Does that make sense? When you tell a story of your pain and suffering, I can only relate to my pain and suffering. When you tell me a story about your dreams and your future, I can only relate to my dreams and my future. Yet you bring me into your present, and I'm exactly with you in lockstep. To me, that was a big realization that just happened from this story. So thank you, Amber, for teaching. How does that make you feel?
It's a whole new perspective on the present. That's pretty huge.
That was huge. It'll definitely be in my conversations over the course of the next 4 days from the stage. So
That's fantastic. Now look at everyone on this call. They're present. Most of us aren't even in Texas. And we get to be a part of it.
absolutely. Very cool. Mm. I love it. Thank you, thank
It's
you, thank you.
International Children's Day, so that's what we celebrate back home. So I hope you all celebrate the child in you, celebrate the children that you have in your house, hug them extra. Today, mine are sick in bed with fever, but I still love them, and they're the best when they're sick because they're so lovable. All the love comes out with "I love you, mommy," so much. So enjoy the child in you and around you. Thank you.
There's something a little perverse about seeing the smile on your face. My kids are sick. Yay! Whatever it takes.
Diane, you might want to speak up because Sean is on his phone and doesn't see the hands up all the time.
Go ahead, Diane.
Morning, Sean. I can tell
Good
you're
morning.
gearing up. You're gearing up for ANMP.
Yes.
I love it. What came to mind today, and thank you for all the people that share. That was really amazing. But what came to mind for me was presence, being present and organizing your mind, almost like bioengineering yourself in the past for your future and for the present, and how they all intertwine, and learning from your experiences and learning from your life, and how you can unwrap your potential and create something from your experiences. I don't know if that makes sense, but it's just those kinds of things that I wrote down because that's what came to me. And if you help yourself, then you can help others and have a more impactful and abundant life.
And in helping others, is it not the experience? They want an experience that you have, the one that either they don't want or the one that they do want. And that's why your experience is so important. Because in order to help somebody, we can't help them with what we don't know.
Exactly.
So the only thing we can help them with is what we do know. And the more we become present, we become aware of what we do know. And in that presence, this is when when do you become vulnerable? Can you become vulnerable in the past? Can you become vulnerable in the future? No, vulnerability only exists in the present.
Right. Yeah.
And so when we are vulnerable, which is why Brene Brown says that your vulnerability gives me courage in the present. So I love that. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That's why stories are so important, right?
Stories sell, facts tell.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was an amazing meditation this morning.
Thank you.
And have a fun time. I'm so excited.
The stage is not bigger than we've had before, but I was just because they have no idea what I'm going to do. We have a schedule, but when I say they don't know what I'm going to do, it's because I'm not your typical front man, if you will. So I want to get people every time a speaker's done is to come up with what are 3 big things that people got from it. So do I go down in the so I'm already thinking of going to bed early and tonight because it starts tonight, but go to bed and how to do meditations and where can I go find my space of meditation, because there's going to be a tremendous energy exchange over this weekend, I believe. So it'll be fun. Love it, love it, love it.
I think they know you by now, so
Yeah, they know enough.
they're not ready for what's coming.
Not expect things. So yeah, I haven't had a year on the ranch before. So yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Anyone else? Thoughts, comments, questions? Takeaways? Alrighty, my little eagles. Funny to hear, in preparation of saying that phrase, I was waiting to hear the dogs bark, knowing that they're not going to bark. So maybe they're barking home and waking up Michelle. All right, my little eagles, I appreciate you. Yeah, be in the moment. Just see if there's, because there's always something in the moment that can serve us well. Take some time to see if you can see more of those moments, more of those cues in your day. So I love you tons. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm your head brain training, brain scrambling, ANMP emceeing misfit. I'll see y'all where?
At the next event.
At the next event.
Love it, love it. And before we do the Costa Ricas and Lydias, I probably will be doing some lives because they want me to do some lives, but not only on the ANMP, but inside of our groups and our communities from the DC and stuff. I may sit you up somewhere when I go out on stage or something. So just be aware.
That's cool.
I love you tons. I appreciate y'all. I'll see y'all where? Oh, we did that.
Pura vida.
Pura vida.
Pura vida.
Pura vida.
And somebody give me some Lydia's.
Lydia.
Peace be with us.
Be with us.
I love you.
Have
I'll
a
see
great
y'all.
time, Sean.
Have a good one.
All right, everybody.
Love y'all.